Hello, everybody.
Howdy,
Welcome,
folks.
welcome to Week 9 recap of the NFL season. Week 9 weeks,
Yep.
man. Already a little over halfway through now because we are recording this the Tuesday after all the action happens. So today's trade deadline day. A lot of moves already
A
happened.
lot of news broke.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I think probably biggest names that got traded so far. This is about 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so there's a few names that got traded. Quaden Williams got traded to the Cowboys for a first round pick. Sauce Gardner got traded to the Colts for 2 first round picks. And Rashid Shaheed got traded to the Seattle Seahawks for, I think, 4th and 6th round pick. And a few other names got traded as well.
Logan Wilson got traded to the Cowboys today too. That was the first news
Yeah,
that broke. Because remember last night, Jerry was like, I got a big name. I can't share who though. And it was Logan Wilson. I'm like, wow, Jerry. And then the Quaden Williams news, I'm like, oh, never mind.
I think he was drafted. I think he was talking about Quaden Williams.
I think it was top of Quaden Williams too, but the Logan Wilson news broke first, so I was like, really, Jerry?
Jets already traded Michael Carter. They're fire sale.
They're blowing it up.
They're blowing it up, which is probably honestly a smart thing because
up.
holy crap, they got 3 first round picks in one day, dude. They got 3 in one day.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like whoa, like
you can build with
whoa.
that. I mean,
yeah, like holy Christmas. I mean, even if it's like a Colts, like let's say the Colts make the AFC Championship game this year and then they kind of be mid next year. It's like okay, that's still probably a top 28 pick this year, and then next year you're probably going to have maybe 15, 16, depending on how if the Colts fall back to earth or they're still good or not. Good deal. I think it's a good deal at least for the Jets.
I think that was a lot of picks for the Colts. That was a lot of picks to get for the Colts, though.
Yeah, brother. If you're going to try and lose
two first rounders for Sauce, I mean, that's a lot to give up for Sauce, dude. A little too much for my blood.
Yeah, I don't know about the Sauce Gardner deal. I think the Quentin Williams deal probably ended up being a lot better for both sides. I imagine
if he could play like you first.
If he could be like defensive rookie of the year, then yeah. I think that'd be
yeah.
But
if he continues the way he has been, I don't think that would be worth it.
Colts all of a sudden scary defense now. Anymore? I mean, Sauce Gardner.
Well, I mean, they have scary defense. I mean, up until I guess we'll get to the game here in a minute. But if you're Daniel Jones, did not look like Daniel Jones of the past few weeks. Yeah, that game.
I'm more interested by the Rashid Shaheed to Seattle trade because Sam Darnold. We'll talk about this about Sam Darnold in a minute, but yeah,
that's a good weapon to get.
That might be the best.
That was a really good weapon to get.
That might have been the best trade out of all 3 of them, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's like a Tyler Lockett for them, just younger. Oh, and Jacoby Myers went to the Jags, so the Jags. I guess they're just throwing. I guess they're throwing spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. I mean,
yeah.
I was like, okay, you just got the same wide receiver you have right now.
Deadline ends in about an hour and a half, so we'll see if there's any more deals. But yeah, it's.
I hope the Chargers can get no line. I hope they can find somebody.
Interesting times, man. Interesting times.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
begin with the slate. Yeah, let's begin with the slate. So we already discussed the Ravens just absolutely nuking the Dolphins from orbit. So I don't think we will cover that game again. So we'll move to the Sunday slate.
Ravens ascending, Dolphins suck. There you go.
Yeah. That game was 28-6. Lamar threw 4 touchdowns, had 5 incompletions. That's all you know about that one. And the GM got fired. The Bears traveled to the Cincinnati Bengals and won 47-42. Wild ending to this game, man. Absolutely wild ending.
You and I are both right. No defense at all.
Yep. Literally.
Last week there was not going to be any defense played this week. I think your scores are almost close, too. I think mine is a little closer than yours. I think I said 42-45 was my score.
Yeah, I didn't go that far, but it was a lot of points got scored. 89 total points. This is wild for an NFL game. Caleb Williams had 3 touchdowns for 2. Yeah, literally. Basketball. Maybe at halftime, maybe. Or maybe.
We'll get to that later.
That made that college either. Yeah, we had.
Caleb Williams. Basketball, but anyway.
We had Caleb Williams for 280 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 114 passer rating. Joe Flacco 470 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. This game ended with. Let me just show you the chart. So it was Bears. Bears had a 99% chance to win this game with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Joe Flacco just leads an absolute legacy drive off of a good return from the Cincinnati special teams. Those T. Higgins, the Bears get penalized. Joe Flacco scores a touchdown to Andre Iosivas with 11. What? He throws a touchdown with 58 seconds left. Chicago Chicago fields the ball at 35. Caleb Williams scrambles to about the 45, then uncorks let's see, how many yards was that pass? Yeah, it looked like Caleb Williams was going to not win this game. And then all of a sudden, boom. Colston Loveland takes a 58-yard pass to the house. Wild ending. Absolutely wild ending. Only way this game could end, to be frank, because Cincinnati gave it up on defense again. Drove down the field, scored a late touchdown. Again. Didn't win the game. Again.
Am I reading this right about their rushing yards? 176 rushing yards for the Bears?
Yeah. So rookie out of Rutgers, Kyle Monangai. Cool name. 26 attempts, 176 yards. Caleb Williams had 5 attempts for 53 yards. And Mr. Brown had 37 yards. But Colston Loveland had 2 touchdowns, 118 yards on 6 receptions. Absolute monster of a game. That was crazy. I think the Bengals have figured out that maybe paying 2 number ones is worth it for, highlight reels. Not let's say not good for
playing football.
Playing football, yeah. The whole hey, maybe we should get guys that can cover, maybe get guys that can tackle, that sort of thing.
Dude, they gave up so many yards. Holy cow!
That last play,
look at all the yards.
That last play was
itself,
perfect.
I mean, I was bewildered. That sums up the Chiefs. This just sums up the Bengals.
Yeah, it was a perfect Bengals play where they just let up a 58-yard catch to a tight end, and he bounced off a bunch of people because they didn't have people that could tackle, and lo and behold, lost the game. I mean, T. Higgins had 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jamar Chase had 111 yards receiving. Chase Brown had 75 yards receiving. Iosivas had a touchdown, 66 yards catching. Doesn't matter. Literally does not matter. They lost the game.
Okay, look, the Bears didn't play much better on defense either, so let's not let them off the hook here either. I mean, they still let up 42 points, but
I will say that
that's a problem. The Bengals can't turn the ball over. They really can't because their defense is going to give up points.
My Caleb Williams to Jay Cutler comp is looking more and more true by the day because that's exactly how Jay Cutler used to win games, dude. Literally had no defense for the Bears. Literally just had to just strong arm it and then smoke a cig on the sideline and then just rush for 46 yards, just tank it.
Well, here's the thing: are the Bears really that good? Because they haven't beaten good teams.
They're 5-3. They're tied with the Lions.
Yeah, they almost lost to the Raiders. They barely beat the Commanders.
They beat the
Bengals.
Lamar
they barely beat the Bengals.
Lost to the Lamar Jacksonless Ravens. I don't know.
Exactly.
I feel like they're about 500. I think they're going to end up at about 500. I think they're going to probably lose one of these games.
You see the Bengals, their team starting to fragment a little bit. You see what the offensive players are saying after the game about their defense, like Jamar Chase.
We're holding up our end of the bargain. It's like, that's ugly. You don't ever want to say that.
Chase Brown saying just one stop, just one effing stop. Like, okay, this team's starting to fragment a little bit, dude. And I'd be frustrated too. Like, bro, we're getting you all these points and you're letting up more.
Yeah, I mean, they have every right to be pissed. 47 points on defense is horrible.
After scoring 42.
Yeah, and then they lost the last game too by 40 points. It's like Bengals probably should need to offload some defensive players. Just go all in, dude. Offload T. Higgins. Just go for it, dude. Just please, draft some defensive players, please. Just some would be good. Some would be really good for that team. Yeah, I have no idea why they just constantly are moving towards an offensive game instead of a defensive scheme. It's just that last play was totally emblematic of the Bengals as a team.
That was
Like
a
game on the
defensive team
line,
too.
they have nobody to stop a big play.
No one, literally no one.
Anybody looks like a big play waiting to happen against the Bengals. Let's just say that. Okay. Next, we're moving to one of the big upsets of the week. The Minnesota Vikings traveled to the Detroit Lions and won 27-24.
This one's a bit surprising.
Yeah. Vikings defense is legit, bro. Like, absolutely.
Not against the Chargers, they weren't.
I think that because they didn't have an offense. Like, honestly, offense matters just as much as defense, and defense just matters just as much as offense. And if you don't have either, then your team's either going to be boring or they're going to be fun to watch and they're going to lose. That's what the Bengals are going through right now. They have all offense, no defense, and the Vikings have all defense. Essentially, Justin Jefferson, Naylor, and now J.J. McCarthy. Unfortunately, it's like they're just not giving Jordan Mason the ball enough, and they're not giving. Like Aaron Jones looked good this game, but he looked good off rest. So we'll have to see how he looks later in the season. But good win by the Vikings. Vikings just kept getting short fields. McCarthy McCarthy actually looked solid, but he only had 143 yards, so it's like EBD is still on him, I think.
Also, apparently Dan Campbell's not good coming out of bye weeks.
It probably tells everybody to rest. I don't imagine that he probably keeps people there like everybody else does.
Well, they didn't have a good run game this week either. I mean, you look at the run game; they just got kind of shut down.
Yeah, they got kind of pass happy this game. Jared Goff had 284 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dave Montgomery led the rushing for the Lions. He had 40 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs at 25. Like, not good. Especially a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs. It's like Jahmyr Gibbs needs at least 20 touches.
Yeah, I mean they gotta run the ball more. I mean, like Jared Goff's played well, but they gotta run it. That's their identity too.
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs only had 12 touches this whole game, and it's like, okay, like Amon-Ra had another good game, 9 for 97. Tim Porter had 97 yards and a touchdown. Jameson Williams had 60 yards and a touchdown. It's like the offense is still rolling for the Lions. It's just they can't decide whether or not they actually want. They can't decide whether or not they actually want to win the game. You know. Whereas the Vikings defense is just hellacious, dude. They're just a bunch of sack artists on that field, dude.
There are a lot of good. I mean, they're not against Chargers for some reason, but they do have a lot of sack artists.
Yeah, this just feels like this is a good divisional matchup game, and I don't know what's going on with the Lions defense. They just feel like they just don't step up at the right time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I feel like there's kind of some lapses in the game where they don't really perform up to standard. Meanwhile, I mean, NFC North's a mess, dude.
I mean, I think they put 3 teams in the playoff.
I think it's gonna be the West is gonna send 3 teams to playoffs, but
it's gonna be one of those 2.
I think the North might send 2. Maybe it might be the NFC East of this year where they send 2 teams to the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough if the West keeps winning. So, speaking of NFC North teams, we have the Carolina Panthers traveling to the Green Bay Packers and winning. You called this one 16-13.
I knew at some point.
Panthers.
Not bad, dude.
I turned this game off on the multi-view because I was so bored. This game was insane. If the Carolina Panthers really can win anyway, it's a boring game. Panthers do not win boring. They win very, very, very ugly. Rico Dowdle had another huge game, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's basically it. Every other receiver didn't go over 50 yards for the Panthers.
Rico Dowdle had a game.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he had a game. Wow.
Good job, Cowboys, letting him walk.
Yeah, and
we're getting rid of him.
Panthers just defense. Remember Morwig or Morig?
Morig.
Yeah,
he's Morig.
He had a pick. Roseboom had a forced fumble. Wharton had a sack, but that's essentially it for the defensive production. It's not like they really had, statistically speaking, like Panthers didn't really have a great game. Bryce Young had 102 yards, one pick on 11 attempts, or 11 completions for 20 attempts. It's like you didn't really have a great game, and they still won. I'm the Carolina Panthers offensive line might be the most underrated story of this year, dude. Their run blocking is next level. Anybody can run behind that offensive line. It's impressive. And it's how they're winning games. It's why they're 5-4, and some of them are still alive in the playoffs. I think everybody, not to hate on Carolina, but it's like I think everybody was expecting that roster was at least another year or two away from actually contending for the division.
I mean, look, Bryce Young didn't really play super well either. I mean,
their special teams is crazy on Carolina.
Yeah.
It just means to tell me that this is a special teams game. Meanwhile, what's going on with the Packers?
Dude, I keep telling you, like, are these guys frauds? I mean, like, they should, like, people keep having them as Super Bowl favorites, and I just don't see it, dude. I really don't.
All-time ugly uniform game for the Packers, by the way. I get their iconic unis, but wow,
are they iconic? I mean, iconic back in the the 1930, but
what's crazy is that they've done this uniform combo before, and they didn't wear those stupid leather decals.
Yeah, those
leather cap decals were just like, what are they doing? Like, well, is everybody wearing a Guardian cap now? Like,
those Guardian caps are stupid.
They had a good uniform combo too. They just made the helmet like the brownish color, and then they just had the old jersey. Like, that was fine. I don't know why they changed that uniform combo to something that was way worse. But what are you gonna do? Packers are the biggest enigma to me right now in the league, because like they should be blowing teams out, and they just aren't.
Outside of the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons and Packers are actually rather similar this year. Quarterback that can throw it a country mile, not exactly the most mobile. Really, really good running back. Defense has some studs on it.
Should have a good offense, but don't for some reason.
Yeah. Loses to Carolina.
Both teams lost to Carolina. One got shut out by Carolina.
I know. They should be better than they are. The Packers. They really should be. 5-2-1 is like, I think Packers fans should be absolutely disappointed in that, because that's crazy. Like, that's
the same amount of wins as Carolina does now.
Like, for a roster as loaded as this one is, it doesn't feel like the Packers have juice at all.
It has no juice at all. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that. They just got nothing.
I don't know. This is exactly what we're saying on offense. Like, Matt LaFleur's schemes are starting to become a little more predictable, and it feels like he doesn't really want to stretch the field. Well, it feels like this. It feels like the Texans, where it's like they're going to run the ball and then they're going to throw deep. Where it's like, okay, that works for a while, but you still need to have the intermediate passing game. You still need to have short passes and let your playmakers out in space. Like, he's not doing that. They're just not doing that. Like, no creativity in the offense anymore. Okay, next. Speaking of lack of creativity in the offense, we have the Denver Broncos traveling to the Houston Texans and winning 18-15.
You guys knocked out Stroud.
Gritty ass game.
Yeah.
Stroud had a very unfortunate injury, I'd say. It was
concussion.
Yeah, Stroud ended up with another concussion. And I think he probably needs to change his pads. Because how the injury occurred is that let's say this is CJ Stroud, right? Let's say like this is his shoulder pads and all that. When he fell
by the Broncos.
Yeah, let's say this background. When he fell, he landed like that on his shoulder pads, and then his head tilted back, and he hit the back of his head. I think his shoulder pads might be a little too rigid. Because if your shoulder pads because if you don't have any give, then your head's just gonna smack into the turf. Whereas like if your shoulder pads had a little bit of give, you would have a softer impact, and your head would go with the shoulder pads instead of your shoulder pads hitting and then your head just hitting like that. You kind of want to land like that, instead of like that. Like if it makes any sense, you want to land like you don't want to land like this because if you land this, then your head just jerks back. Whereas if you land like you kind of land a little softer, you kind of roll into it, then it's not nearly as bad. I don't know. It was bang bang.
This game was slow. Yeah. Slow game.
Yeah, it really was. It was absolute defensive locking horns, dude. That's just I think everybody kind of knew that how this game was going to go. This are the top two defenses in the league.
If you had Fairbairn on your fantasy team, you had a great fantasy. You had a great kicking game.
Oh yeah, he was knocking them through, man. I was really concerned that Denver wasn't going to win because just off field goals.
Yeah, you guys did not play well at all on offense. I mean,
this is the type of game Denver loses. Frankly, the kicker scores like 5 field goals. It's like, oh, yeah, this feels like a kicker scores the game winner off the 6th one. But fortunately, it didn't end up being like that. Looked like Denver's offense just was out of sorts all day. Cortland Sutton had 6 targets for 1 catch. Troy Franklin had 10 targets for 4 catches. Like. It was a rough day on the offensive side of things because the Texans defense is really good.
One catch.
Yeah, he had 1 catch for a touchdown, which is like, thank God he did that, but he probably should have caught a lot more of those. They were just out of sorts. Bo was just overthrowing people. I think
David, are the Texans cooked?
I think
because Kyle's gonna miss some games. He's gonna miss some games with that concussion.
I think they're fried. Yeah, I think poor Davis Mills, man. I feel so bad for him. He's been on that team like forever, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, you got to take over the 3-5 Texans, and they're expecting you to at least try and keep them in position. But
I don't think they're gonna stay in position for long, dude.
I think the Texans should have been. They weren't
impressive either.
I think Texans should have been sellers.
They didn't even have a touchdown. They had to use our kicker to score, dude.
I think Texans should be sellers at the deadline. They pull it up like.
I mean,
I'd say keep Stroud and just blow up some of that parts of that defense. And I'd say probably you need to start looking at the offense because, I mean, Nico Collins getting 11 targets for 75 yards. It's like, it's fine. Dalton Schultz at 77 yards. Like, that's fine. It's just, again, there's like, and there's no Tank Dell effect where it's like they didn't have like, they don't have a guy that can just rip the seam or anything like that.
Dude, their defense is good over the Texans. They're really good on defense.
Yeah, that was just the whole thing about this game. It was just absolute defense struggle. Texas defense played great. Only had 1 sack. Broncos offensive line once again, absolute lead your domain right there. They got one of the best lines in the league, dude. It's awesome to watch. Really nice. It's really nice to see Bo Nix actually have time because it's hard to tell. This is the thing about Bo. It's like it's hard to tell if he's good singularly or his offensive line is making him look really great. Because I feel like it's his offensive line because he has all the time in the world to throw. He's all the time in the world to throw. The fact that he's not throwing like 4 touchdowns a game is kind of insane. Like he has all the time in the world to throw. Exact opposite problem with the Chargers.
The Chargers just traded for Evan Neal.
Probably, yeah. Good move. I'd say it's a good move.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that just broke. I just got distracted.
Your Chargers are coming up. We'll talk about them in a minute. Next, we have...
they're in trouble.
Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons traveling to the New England Patriots and losing 23-24.
Falcons pissed me off, dude. They just pissed me off. Like,
did you pick that? Yeah, you took the Falcons, right?
No, I did. Remember?
Yeah.
I did. I'm like, this is they could have won. They just pissed me off. Well, no, because it's like you should be better than what you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Falcons offense this time around, it was Drake London or nothing, dude. They were peppering him with targets.
I'm gonna say something inflammatory to our Boston fans. All the one that might be out there. I think they're frauds.
I think the Patriots are frauds.
Who have they beat?
Who
have they beat? Yeah, who have they played?
The Bills?
Who have they beat? Okay. Anyone else?
I don't know. I'm not completely familiar with their schedule.
Yeah, they played nobody.
Okay.
Nobody.
Okay, well, this isn't college football, dude. This is NFL, so like, I think asking that question is a little trepidatious.
I don't see them going far in playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
I don't see the Atlanta Falcons going far in the playoffs either. If they do advance, if they find them, it's just same old Atlanta, dude. Same old Atlanta. They got all the stars in the world, and they can't win these close games for whatever reason. I'd say Patriots. They did enough to win this game. They did enough to win. Their offense doesn't look particularly. They looked okay against Atlanta's defense. I think Atlanta's defense is probably the strength of their team at this particular moment. I don't think their offense is a lot special. Mostly because their offensive play calling is just trash, man. Why is Bijan Robinson getting 10 targets and 12 attempts? Why is he getting 20? What is he getting 22 touches? Ostensibly for a wash. Like I don't understand. I no comprende. Bijan Robinson should absolutely be rushing a lot more behind. Why in the world are they not calling that one play where they're getting him, they're motioning him from the outside and then calling outside zone? Like get him in motion, man. Like I don't know. Drake London had a huge game, 3 touchdowns, 118 yards on 9 catches.
He mossed up Gonzalez. Did you see that?
Dude, he is huge.
He's a big guy.
He's huge.
Hey, you know what? I can see the Falcons moving at the deadline. I can see Sean Payton trading for Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I don't think Denver's gonna make any moves. I think that's.
I don't know if they are either, but that is that's Jimmy Graham. He loves those big, tall tight ends that can dunk on the.
It would be fascinating.
That can dunk on the goalpost.
It would be fascinating.
Be good for Bo. Be very good for Bo Nix.
Yeah,
he needs that big guy.
Oh yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. I would. Yeah, I would be very, very happy if they traded for another tight end because I like Evan Ingram, but I feel like we need another dynamic threat. Meanwhile, Drake May, dude,
he's looking good. No, he's looking good. I just don't think they've played. I just don't think they've played anybody really.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, man, these Patriots are looking dangerous, dude. I think they might be a draft away. I still think they need some top end talent on defense. Like they need like a high tier pass rusher because they only had 1 sack this game on defense. So I think that they may have to use some use some of that Patriots kind of magic to smooth over the defense. I don't think they're top. It's the same thing on offense too. I think. Outside of not giving TreVeyon Henderson 20 carries, I really think that they need some more weapons. Like Stephon Diggs had 38 yards for a touchdown. It's he's good. He's just not the same. Whereas I feel like Atlanta has all the opportunities, and they're not winning these close games. Like Penix had 3 touchdowns, no picks. But he was only throwing to Drake London, to be fair. But anybody would look good throwing to Drake London, but. Dude, it's crazy. Atlanta's a crazy team. Anytime you think that they're supposed to win, they don't. And the Patriots are just chugging along, man. Just keep ripping off these wins. And I mean, they're playing a 4th place schedule, sure, but they're playing a 4th place schedule, and they're crushing these teams.
No, they're doing well. I mean, I think we're overhyped. The Boston fans are getting really loud, obnoxious, like they did with Belichick and Brady.
Yeah,
I think that's what part of my frustration. It's like, okay, guys, calm down.
Yeah, they feel like a 6-2 or a 7-2. I mean, I think you're right that they haven't really played many quality talent, but they have shown up when they needed to.
Yeah,
and they did lose to the Raiders though, so it's so that's the real Patriots are a dangerous squad because they are the Patriots, so you kind of have to give them that respect because Vrabel is a great coach. I mean, he is just there's no way you could. He should never have not been a head coach. He's great, and I think he really is connecting with the locker room, which is a really. I mean, you're seeing it on the sidelines. Like everybody seems to really like Vrabel coaching them, which is quality sign. I want to say something about the Broncos. When Will Lutz kicked the game-winning field goal and he went on the field and he's send it through playfully. It's like. Dude, the coaches that are winning, man, these players really want to play for him. That's like Jim Harbaugh. That's Kyle Shanahan. That's that's Shane Steichen. That's Mike Tomlin, even, dude. Like Tomlin's he's got the boys humming. Speaking of, the Indianapolis Colts traveled to the Pittsburgh Steelers and lost 20-27. Is Pittsburgh
Daniel
back?
Jones reverted back to his old self, bro. I don't know what that was from Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Danny Dots had 1 touchdown for 3 picks. He had 2 fumbles. Oh man, yeah, that was not good. I think this game was more a recipe of the the Colts are an interesting team because they like to throw like third down passing plays on first down because they just have
Yeah.
They have so much confidence in Jonathan Taylor getting the ball on 2nd and like 7 and converting the first down.
But when you get stuffed, dude.
Yeah. So what the Colts did, or what the Steelers did, was they went back to their old way of playing defense, and they were calling more third down coverages on first down. And I mean, they were just shutting out the Colts. Like I think that's the secret sauce of this. I think the secret sauce of the Colts that get it, not sauce.
Yeah.
The Colts just. I think this is a hard game for them, especially going on the road again.
Like, well, I mean, I think they got out physical too because remember we keep saying the Steelers are a big body team, dude. They got a lot of big guys on that team. So I think they just also out physical them too.
And I think they were trying too many different things on defense where when it's like, this doesn't look like Pittsburgh. Like everybody expects Pittsburgh to just line up and just crack your skull. That's Pittsburgh's brand.
And again, like Aaron Rodgers looks good, dude. Yeah, he's leading. I think he's leading the league in touchdown passes now.
I'm not sure about that. I think Matthew Stafford is.
I think you're right, but I mean, Aaron Rodgers is playing at elite level still. I mean, he looks a lot younger since leaving the Jets. Have you noticed?
Yeah, he looks a little more spry.
Yeah, he actually looks like he cares to be there.
Yeah, it's like this game was over in the 4th. Like Colts made it a game like at the very very end, but the game was so far out of reach at that point.
Yeah.
The Colts had to kick a field goal just to even get to 20.
Well, here's the thing: you look at the Steelers' offense; they really didn't have to do much.
Yeah, Jaylen Warren had 2 touchdowns, 31 yards
for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, didn't really play that great. Colts passing attack outside of Daniel Jones throwing 3 picks. Pittman had 115 yards. Pierce had 115 yards. Downs had a touchdown.
Turnovers.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor had 14 attempts for 45 yards. Man, he got bottled up. Like he couldn't get anything going on the ground. Which is
it was the turnovers. That's what killed him.
Yeah, that was really surprising to watch. The Steelers defense they just locked them up, and they were just sending cover. Like Joey Porter Jr. had a sack. Highsmith had 2 sacks. Watt had a sack in the forced the way Watt just envelops somebody, dude. It's crazy. He just looks like he just steals their soul, dude. It's nuts,
yeah, dude. This defense, the Steelers defense is really feast or famine, dude. Like this game, they're balling out. Then they're playing Cincinnati and they're getting gashed bad.
Yeah, I guess just Cincinnati's that familiarity and just the Colts just don't.
It is Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde of this Pittsburgh defense, dude. It really is.
Yeah, I think the stabilizing factor obviously is Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he makes that offense just stable. It's not they're not going to blow anybody out, but
it's a veteran team still too. I mean, there's a lot of veterans on that team.
Yeah, and I think that it's highly likely that Pittsburgh still wins the division. I know their odds-on favorite are the Ravens for whatever reason, but the Ravens need to run the table.
That's why.
Yeah, I know it's Lamar, but Ravens still need to run the table. And if Pittsburgh keeps winning these games against 7-1 teams, I don't know. I think there's just not going to be enough runway for the Ravens to catch up. Because they still got 2-game advantage over the Ravens, and they haven't even played them yet. So it's like if Steelers split with the Ravens lose, let's say the Packers and the Patriots game, it's like they're out. Like they get to 8 losses, they're out. So it's going to be interesting to see down the stretch what happens with the AFC North. I think AFC North only going to send 1 team though, for sure. I think that's they're going to send 1 team. Okay, next we have the San Francisco 49ers traveling to the New York Football Giants and winning 34-24.
Okay, the score looks a lot closer than the game felt. I mean,
McCaffrey just absolutely blew that team up.
Yeah, dude.
McCaffrey, he blew him up. They with Brian Robinson back from the dead, dude.
I think they're rolling back Jones Cameron. I think he's playing better than Purdy.
We're we're seeing a weird coup in the NFC West with two teams that have their starting quarterbacks that got paid. Their backups out playing them. Think of the Cardinals. Like, Cardinals have Jacoby Brissett right now, and it's hard to tell whether or not he's not better than Kyler Murray.
Marvin Harrison got the ball.
Yep.
6 catches was his highest. I didn't even know that. I'm like, you haven't been giving him balls? You haven't been giving him a ball that much, dude? What are you doing, Kyler?
Had like 15 targets a game. Yeah. Okay, but back to this game. Mac Jones, 19 for 24, 235, 2 touchdowns. Efficient. Love to see it. McCaffrey had 28 attempts for 106 yards and a touchdown. Brian Robinson, like I said, back from the dead, 5 attempts for 53 yards and a touchdown. They need to give him the ball more, dude. He's just wasting away on that bench.
Yeah.
I love McCaffrey, but he should not be getting 28 carries as early. Like,
he's carrying his whole team.
Yeah, if they have any aspiration, to go deep in the playoffs this year, McCaffrey needs to not carry the ball that much. Like, they're running the risk of him getting injured again. Which I don't even want to say it, but it's like they need to reduce his workload a little bit.
For the Giants, Jackson Dart, he's looking like the real deal, dude.
Yeah,
he's carrying the Giants pretty much so far.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns again, dude. He's a touchdown scoring machine. He's a machine at scoring TDs.
I like his attitude. I mean, I know he beat the Chargers, but I like how
he's a dog.
Scadaboo's down.
He's a dog.
We haven't seen with Neighbors yet.
Yeah,
I haven't really saw with Neighbors yet, too. So I mean, this team could still be really good.
Yeah, Jackson Dart's a junkyard dog, dude. He puts his head down, man. Like, I was not expecting him to be this competent this early in his career, but he's still making the rookie mistakes at times, but he's learning on the fly. Like,
but I think the question is, will Brian Dable keep his job? I don't know if they will. I mean, the only way, like I said last week, the only way to keep Brian Dable is if Dart and Scotty vouch for him, because you don't want to get 2 rookies and then say, like, all right, here's another guy, learn a new playbook.
I don't know. I think it's highly likely that they give Daboll 1 more year, because I don't think they want to rock the boat too much with Jackson Dart. And
Tomorrow's a pretty patient.
And Daboll will just say it. He's like, I didn't start him the whole year, and it's hard to tell whether or not having Malik Neighbors and having Scadaboo the whole year would have changed the Giants' fortuins. So if I was Daboll, that's the case I would make.
I think little Jordan Humphrey got hurt this game too.
Yeah.
They got to tear the field up, dude. They got to rip it out.
I'm telling you, bro. MetLife. They've the fact that they're in New York City, fact that they're in one of the grandest cities in all of sports, and they are treating their football team like it's some like AA team. It's like, hey guys, come on, you guys are in New York City. You guys should be able to figure this out. Even that's not even in New York City. It's New Jersey. So, like, rip the field out. Oh well, it gets cold in the winter. Oh, so what? Like, so what?
You can't heat the field?
You can't. So let me get straight. You guys pay for this big old stadium in the financial capital of the world, and you can't, like, put grass?
Keep the grass warm?
Yeah. Buffalo has heated grass. Buffalo gets way colder than New York City.
Yeah, way colder.
Like, what are we doing here, man? I think the Giants, I think they need to sell a team. John Mara needs to sell a team. Like, I like their talent on their team, but it's just this ownership is just, they need to go.
They're never getting rid of that team, dude.
Yeah, I know they're not, but I'm like, the way they treated Saquon, it just told me all I need to know about the Maras, dude.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting into this game.
Okay. Yeah, next we have the Los Angeles Chargers traveling to the Tennessee Titans and winning 27-20. I'm making a call on the Titans. If they're ever going to win a game again this season, it's going to be in the funniest possible way. That's the only way they could win football games now.
Well, the only reason this score is close, I mean, they got 14 points. Justin Herbert threw a bad pick six at the first drive immediately. That was just a good read by Cody Barton. Cody Barton read the play. I think Herbert was trying to give Keenan Allen, that record, past Antonio Gates' record. Because that was a bad pick by Justin Herbert. And then they had a kickoff return for a touchdown. Their offense is horrendous, dude.
Yeah.
I've never watched them fully, but, dude, watching this game, I'm like, dude, this team can't do anything. They were on the goal line twice twice. Went for it on fourth down twice. On the goal line, couldn't score.
Yeah. I know.
On the goal line.
I know. I literally watched it, dude. I feel so bad for Cam Ward, bro. I feel so bad for him, dude.
Well,
not only was he overshadowed as the number 1 pick by a 5th round rookie, it's like the fact that the Titans have just decided, you know what, we're not gonna give him any guys to throw to. Calvin Ridley, yeah, that's the main guy right here. I think that they held out a lot of people on the injury report so they could trade him, and nobody wants him. Which is like...
Well, Dearness Jones got traded. I forgot where he went. Oh, how do you go with Dearness Jones? He went to... traded for him.
I think he went to the Ravens.
Oh, you think you're right. Yeah, he got traded to the Ravens.
You mean... Oh, I think it's Draymond Jones. Draymond Jones got traded to the Ravens, I think.
Well, I think... yeah.
Or Draymond, man. He should stick with the Broncos. Anyway.
Well, he got traded. Not a lot to say about the Titans. Joe Alt went out this game. He's now out for the season. We learned yesterday. That is a horrible loss.
I'd say the Chargers butchers that with Evan Neal today.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's been confirmed yet. It just looks like they're saying they're getting rid of him. They're trading him today, and that's the first headline to say that they're trading the Chargers. But
it was also confirmed.
I mean, it sounds like it's all but like been made official. Is what it sounds like.
Oh, my ghostly face while I'm looking up results mid. Yeah, freaking mid.
Possessed.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Let's see.
Evan Neal. Holy cow, dude! The Jets got a haul, dude. They have 2 first-round picks this year. 2 second-round picks.
3. Well, man, they have 2. Well, they have theirs, and then they have the Colts, and then now they have the Cowboys.
No, dude, they have 2026 first round, second round. 2027, they have 3 first-round picks.
Jeez, craziness.
So they're rebuilding.
Yeah,
they have to.
And Fields is gone. Yeah, Fields is gone. Yeah, nothing much to say about Tennessee. I would say Pollard may get moved. We'll have to see in the next 50 minutes, but Pollard might get moved. We'll have to see.
He might.
See about
Pollard?
Pollard.
I think he'd want to get traded because, that team's not very good.
I think the Chargers just look like they're gonna need it. They're gonna need a lineman, so hopefully they make.
They need somebody.
I'd say that. I'm not sold on them. I'm still not sold. I think that they're just too injured. I think the Rashawn Slater injury at the start of the year kind of set the tone for the whole Chargers team.
Well, look, I mean, here's the thing. The Chargers got the Steelers next, and then they got the Jags and the Raiders. Those 2 are doable.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think Steelers are ascending right now, but we'll see.
I know, but I mean, look, crazy things have happened, and
and they hosted
I would be a bit more. This might end up becoming it might just become the Bengals last year when they're scoring a bunch of points and just basically just have to make it work with that O-line, but I don't know, dude. But like, okay, Herbert is kind of like the North Star right now for this team, and he's basically got to play like Superman the rest of the season.
Literally, yeah, he's got to put on the cape.
He does, and that defense needs to show up. And like they played well. I don't know if you heard about that story about Deion Henley. His brother got shot and killed literally the night before.
Oh, that's horrible to hear.
Yeah, and wow. he had a great game against Titans.
It sucks. Man, you never want to hear about that. Oh, hope he's doing okay.
No, you don't. So, I mean, the Chargers, their chances took a hit, but I'm just taking this win for this week and then just hoping for a win next week. So it's survive in advance right now for the Chargers. It's literally a current objective: survive.
In Tennessee.
Chargers.
Tennessee needs to learn the correct lesson from this season. Whoever is the top tackle or the top guard of this year's draft, you just take them with the first pick. You just don't, or trade away and get the second best, the third best. This offseason has to be about Cam Ward has got to stay upright because when he's throwing a ball, magic happens.
Not a lot of magic that game.
Yeah, not a lot of magic. Well, I mean, he still put up 20, man. I mean, that wasn't him, but
yeah, that offense isn't doing anything.
Yeah, and Titans need a coach. They need Jesus, dude. That's the Titans need now. Yeah. They need Jesus. And the problem is that the Titans don't really outside like Jeffrey Simmons and Cam Ward. I don't really know who else they could trade outside like Tony Pollard, but like that's gonna be a late round pick. So like Titans,
Yeah, he's old now.
Titans are just destitute, man. Okay, next,
I don't think
we're not gonna spend too much time on this game either. Los Angeles Rams 34-10 hosting the New Orleans Saints.
Rams are good. Saints suck. Let's move on.
Oh yeah,
Pretty much.
Matthew Stafford had 4 touchdowns. Kyren Williams had 114 yards and a touchdown. Puka Nacua had a touchdown. Devontae Adams had a touchdown. Higbee had a touchdown.
Shit, dude. Just put Taysom Hill in. What are you doing? You might as well at this point. I mean,
I think
what, you think you get anything better? I mean,
this has to be one of the all-time like duo picks that they had, or drafting the same player from the same university of Braden Fisk and Jared Allen. What a slam dunk! Like, what a slam dunk! The Cameron
also,
Kitchens,
Saints have
Emmanuel
Saints
Forbes is back from the dead. Get a pick.
yeah. Saints currently hold the first round pick. That's all you need to know about them. First overall pick.
I think they're tied with the Tennessee Titans. Rams. I'm
Kamara, what are you doing, bro?
yeah. I am kind of shocked he isn't going to get dealt. He had 6 attempts for 14 yards. The Rams defense. I mean, dude, this game was over from the very get go. The Rams were already up 14-0 on them. It was bad. Rams gonna win the West. If it's not the Seahawks,
Probably.
if it's not the Seahawks, I think it's the Rams. But dude, they all have 6 wins. Every team that's contending in that division has 6 wins.
Yeah, I like how you and I predicted the Saints only win. And that was the Giants. I think you and I literally took the Giants, and that was the one win they got.
It was you don't know why, because it was so obvious that Jackson Dart wasn't ready for his first road win. It's so obvious.
Well, because they beat the Chargers, they're like, oh, they're gonna get too cocky, and then they're gonna lose.
Yeah, then they're a young
That's kind of what happened.
They're a young team. I think that's the problem with the Packers too. Is like they're just a young team, so they just think, oh yeah, we can just roll the Carolina Panthers, who are 12-point favorites, and they just don't play up to their competition. They'll play up to their level. Yeah.
Next, we got our JV game of the week.
It ended up actually being a surprisingly great game by the end of it.
I mean,
it was so
overtime, right?
We're talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. If you took the under in this game, dude, what a bad beat. What a bad beat. Fourth quarter. Going into the fourth quarter. 4th and 2.
Geno had 4 touchdowns?
Yeah, Jacksonville was up. Jacksonville was down 6-9. That's how this game went. I was correct up until that point. I was like 10-10 tie, maybe. You know, I was thinking like, no way this could happen. No way this could be no way it's be a 9-9 tie. No way. Then, I mean, just a bunch of touchdowns happened in the fourth quarter. Like Geno ended up with 4 touchdowns. Bayshell ended up scoring a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence had 2 rushing TDs. Like just a party.
Cameron was with Pete Carroll and throwing for it on the 1-yard line.
I don't know, man.
In the most intense moments of the game, what is with him in doing that?
What's with giving Ashton Jeanty 13 attempts on the ground?
What's the point of rushing with Jeanty at the last play of the game?
What's the point of spending the 6th overall pick on a running back only to just, first of all, not call plays that are suited to him, like outside zone or inside zone, or maybe
running it up the 1-yard line?
Yeah, or like anything with a fullback. Like maybe Jeanty needs a little bit more help. Yeah, and then
Brock Bowers had a great comeback game or a great return game.
3 touchdowns, 127 yards. Yeah, he essentially he won them the fourth quarter, and then the Raiders found a way to get to overtime. And then by midway through overtime, I was thinking like, are the Raiders going to score? Are the Raiders going to score a touchdown here? This could be a 30-30 tie. Is that how this is going to go? I
almost predicted it. Yeah. I was like, this game's gonna be a tie.
Yeah, we both were calling this to be a tie. Not this high scoring, but a tie was looking likely for a little bit there. Raiders ended up driving down the field with almost a minute left.
And then Pete Carroll ruined the fun by going for 2.
Yeah, and
Again, throwing it on the goal line, which I don't understand why he's so addicted to it. He lost the Super Bowl this way. You think he'd learn at this point, right?
Yeah, you'd think he'd want to throw it to, I don't know, Jeanty. Because he scored touchdowns.
Run it with Jeanty. Run up the go with Jeanty, dude. He can run people over. You've seen him at Boise State.
Yeah, man. What a weird game. This game was so odd. Like literally, it went from 6-9 to 30-29. How the hell does that even happen? Like in
JV
one
game of the
quarter,
week, dude.
like in one quarter, did they just forget? Oh, did the defense was like, oh yeah, that's right. Guys, what are we doing playing defense? We can't play defense. What are we doing?
Yeah, everybody stop.
It's like wait a minute. This game's 6-9. This game sucks.
Wait a minute.
Like,
We're the Raiders. We have to suck.
That's what it felt like. It felt like
they got prop bets or something. I mean,
yeah, it felt like both teams were like, wait a minute, what? We're supposed to play we're supposed to play defense on the fourth quarter? No way. I can't believe this game ended up going over, dude. That's 6-9, 15 total points ended up going to 59. That's crazy. That's insane. Good on the Jaguars for winning a close game against the Raiders, but I feel like their Jaguars are slowly starting to look hooked. Especially no Travis Hunter. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, he was out this game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got put on IR. Unfortunately, he kind of injured himself in practice, which
did he?
That's the life of a two. Unfortunately, that's just the life of a two-way player, man. You're gonna have two. You're running backwards and you're running forward, so you're creating two different stresses on your knee, and you're creating two different stressors on your leg. So thankfully his ACL's still intact, but yeah, it's a little scary to already see him be on IR his rookie year. I'm a little concerned. I want to see the thing, dude. Like, I want him to do the thing. I wanted to be the Heisman Trophy winner that we won the Heisman for. He was rare. He's rare talent, and he's just unfortunately it's the reality of the NFL is like
Bengals don't know what,
any little thing. Yeah, any little thing is going to get him injured now. So.
Yep. Well, I mean, I think it's time to get to our game of the week now. I mean, I think we spent a little too much time on the Jags and the Raiders.
It's just a stinky matchup. I like stinky matchups. Anyway, the marquee matchup of this week: the Kansas City Chiefs going to the Buffalo Bills and losing 21-28. Buffalo. Man, this is the all-time Jim Nantz, Tony Romo Glaze game, dude. I knew when I saw this on the schedule that I was at 125 on CBS. I was like, "Yep, Tony Romo's going to be like, oh, look at these two quarterbacks here. Oh man, I love me some Holmes and Josh Allen." Instantly, I had to turn him down, dude. Honestly, it's got to be too much. It got to be too much for me. Great game though. Great game.
Yeah, like there's some points where I just like I'm muting this. I'm not
please stop. Just please stop for 1 second. These guys are still men. Like, please stop. Like, dude, these guys still make mistakes. Like Patrick Mahomes had 50. Patrick Mahomes had 15 completions for 34 attempts, 250 yards. I mean, and a few of those completions, he had like an insane 4th and 17 that he somehow completed.
He didn't score.
Yeah, dude.
Mahomes didn't score.
Yeah,
I missed
bro.
that. Really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
This game was so weird in the sense that Mahomes was weirdly inefficient, but the offense still stayed in the game. And Buffalo was they were just ripping that Kansas City defense. But Josh Allen only had 1 touchdown through the air. He had 2 on the ground. But
this Chiefs team, I think it's the time. The Chiefs need to panic now. They got the Colts next week.
Oh yeah. It's panic time for the Chiefs, especially now that you're third in the division and the Broncos have 2-game advantage over you. It's like,
I mean, look what James Cook did to him, dude. You think Jonathan Taylor's not going to do the same thing to him?
Yeah,
especially after losing last week that way.
Oh yeah, there's one play on. Dude, Chris, there needs to be a conversation made about the Kansas City Chiefs D line because, dude, they got absolutely blown up this game. Their D line got eviscerated by that Bills offensive line. I think if a team plays frustrated,
washed.
Yeah, if a team plays frustrated against the Kansas City Chiefs D line, like they win. I think they all. It's so weird. It's like the Kansas City Chiefs almost feel like they're owed, like teams not to run on them, and it's like, dude, they're just getting gashed. I mean, they just got gashed. Kincaid had a great game, 101 yards and a touchdown. That's pretty much Josh Allen's main target this whole game.
Shakur did pretty well. Look. Chris Jones might be washed, dude. I don't think he's the same as he used to be.
I think Kansas City's run. Kareem Hunt had 49 yards for 11 attempts, but just Kansas City is just not running the ball at all effectively this season.
They're not, dude.
I
mean, look at all the rushes they have.
Yeah, Pacheco was out this game, but it's like even with Pacheco, it's like, dude, this rushing attack is not very good.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the doghouse, dude. I think they just need to get rid of him.
He wasn't the dog. Dude, he literally was signed off the practice squad for this game. It's so funny. They were talking about, like, Jim Nantz was talking about him during the broadcast, and then he's like, oh, look at a friendly face. And then immediately gets a carry and loses, like, 3 yards. It's like...
Well, Holmes wanted him, remember? He watched that LSU game, and apparently he was like, oh, we need this guy.
Well, he was good in college.
Yeah, that didn't... he was great in college.
I mean, look, he was on a team with Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, and Justin Jefferson. So, I mean, anybody would be like, yeah, we're gonna stop the 2 top 5 picks, and not the guy that probably is gonna flame out. Which, I mean, it's unfortunate. Clyde Edwards-Helaire probably a good guy, but
yeah, no, he is. But no, great game. Bills just still keep beating them in the regular season, dude. They're just good at beating regular season. Now let's see if they can beat in playoffs when it matters.
Yeah, Josh Allen's probably gonna be the MVP again, I think. Unfortunately, Lamar just got injured, so I think Lamar probably could have won it if he was keeping up his same production, but he got injured. I think Josh Allen's just achieved momentum. And I feel like the Chiefs are firmly going to be playing Wild Card Weekend.
Pretty much.
They're going to be playing Wild Card Weekend. That's the reality of this game. Yeah, that's the reality of this game. That's what.
Well, if the Chargers keep it up, I mean, look, the Chargers took a hit, but I mean, the Chiefs still have a pretty rough schedule too.
Yeah, the Chiefs still have the Broncos twice. The Chiefs still have the Chargers once. They still have the Raiders. Well, I mean, not the Raiders. Raiders got
the Chargers
bullied by them last time. So,
well, like the Chargers have the Raiders, the Jags to play. I think those are still winnable, and they got the Cowboys.
Yeah,
and then they got the Texans, and if the Texans are down bad by that point, I mean, I don't even know why they would even consider playing their starters that late in the season if they're down bad that much.
Yeah, and Buffalo, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens between Buffalo and the Patriots. Because that division might literally come down to Week 18. Who decides who's going to be playing Wild Card Weekend for those two. Because Patriots just keep ripping off wins. And Buffalo keep beating teams like the Chiefs. And then finally, we have... not finally. Finally for the Sunday slate. We have the Seattle Seahawks winning 38-14 against the Commanders. Big old time snooze fest. This game was 28-0 by half. This game was 31-7 by half. Start of the third quarter. It's
the big news of this game is why the hell were they playing Jaden Daniels in the second quarter still?
Oh yeah,
or second half still.
Jaden Daniels had one of the roughest dislocated elbows you'll ever watch. So
that's such a violent injury.
Yeah, I'd tell you just don't watch it because it was really bad. And the Commanders are just decimated, dude. They're done. I think they're toast.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna miss some time, and I don't think they're gonna be able to come back in that time span, dude. I mean, they just need to play for next season. I mean, they're 3-6. He's gonna be out for 4 more games.
Magic run last year, absolutely magic run last year. But it
was. But
they played a lot of teams that weren't ready.
Everybody's hurt.
They also played a lot of teams that just weren't ready for the spotlight, and they played. That was kind of the weird thing about last year is that they played a lot of teams that were like kind of in transition, and then they beat the Lions in the playoffs. And it's like, oh, and then they got smoked by the Eagles. So it's like, yeah, Commanders are probably a good team, but they need to get younger, dude. They need a youth movement for sure. I think a lot of their veteran contracts are going to fall off this offseason. So I think this year we're going to start seeing them making some moves.
You think JSN is number 1 wide receiver?
I think
up there with Jay Jettas and Jamar Chase.
I think he's probably the best receiver in the league right now.
Really?
Because he's just, dude. There's no guarding him, bro. There's literally just no guarding him. He gets open on every play. He's open on every play.
I don't know what they're doing at Ohio State, dude, with those wide receivers, but they just know how to make wide receivers.
Out of all those Ohio State receivers, it was JSN. He was the one that was crowned to be the one. And
Marvin Harrison.
I think Jason.
We'll get to him in a minute.
I think Jason's better than Marvin Harrison. I still think he is.
Well, we'll see how the future holds for Marvin Harrison Jr. because we'll get to that game in a second. But I mean, the Commanders should have benched Jaden Daniels. I don't even know why he was still out there. They're getting smoked before halftime.
Yeah, the game was already 31-7. Like it was already out of reach. I mean, I guess it's kind of hard for me to say that because Denver literally pulled the same thing, but Denver pulled the same thing against a 2-4 Giants team.
Not the Commanders
won against 6-2 Seattle with one of the best defenses in the league. It's like, Just pull him, dude. Like honestly, they should have just pulled him in fourth because he would have got in. He probably wouldn't have got injured.
Well, he should have. Well, he was hurt anyway before this. I mean, it was his knee earlier, but that was a huge blow that was dealt to him. I mean, thankfully, okay, look, this sounds bad. Thankfully, it was dislocated elbow because it's only 4-week injury. That's the most violent injury, by the way, for a 4-week injury, by the way.
Yeah. Well, and I'm also, if he were to injure any arm, it's good that it was his non-throwing one. That's what I'm saying. But still, as morbid as that sounds, like if he were to get injured, at least it didn't happen to the moneymaker.
Yeah.
So.
But
anyway, I think this game was all about Sam Darnold, bro. Like I want to talk about Sam Darnold, dude. He played outstanding in this game. Outside the one pick he had,
perfect.
Yeah, outside the one game he had, outside the one pick he had, dude, he was just lighting his team up.
Perfect going to half. Going to the half, he did not miss a throw.
And he was throwing it down the field too. Like it wasn't like these short, like 5-yard routes. He was chucking it, dude. He's trading for Rashid Shaheed. I really want to see what this offense can do because 4 touchdowns seem to be his ceiling. I easily think he can start throwing 5 touchdowns a game.
And that's freaking crazy. On the Jets too. There should be an indictment on the Jets too. Holy shit, you had this guy.
Yeah, there was one pass to JSN on the sidelines. The ball literally just fell right in JSN's hands. Like only place he could put the ball to have a perfect spiral.
Yeah,
he's the Sam Darnold rise back to prominence is just, outstanding.
Awesome.
I think awesome. Seattle made that was such a wise investment for Seattle to be like, you know what, we'll pay you top rate quarterback pay, but we're not going to pay you like top end quarterback play. And they're getting top end QB play out of Sam Darnold. He's lining it up. The Vikings probably. I think they like JJ McCarthy, and he's definitely growing into the player that they were expecting him to be. But he's not. Sure. He is not Sam Darnold. He I don't think he ever will be Sam Darnold. He's just. Sam Darnold's playing just a different level right now, and Seattle's humming right because of it.
Also, Seattle should go back to those little uniforms. Those look actually just better.
Dude, anytime I see the Seattle Seahawks wearing those uniforms, it's like, all right, Seattle's got this. Seattle's got this. They look so drippy in those uniforms.
Yeah.
It's hard. I think they scored like 30 points a game when they wore those uniforms. It's like, dude, just wear those, man. Like they look so freaking. Those uniforms look swag.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's unfortunate the Commanders just too injured.
Yeah. Now let's check in to see if they all still them boys.
The Arizona Cardinals traveled to the Dallas Cowboys and won 27-17. You were right. Cardinals, 5-game losing, surprising 5-game losing streak, but they only lost. I think the total points they lost by was only like 20 or something like that. Like they were not. They were in every one of those games.
Want to hear a really funny stat? So the Arizona Cardinals are 3-10 playing on Monday Night Football in the franchise history. 3-10. All 3 of those wins came against the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cardinals are 8-1 against the Cowboys since 2008. 8-1 against the teams. Nuts, dude.
Now I see why they got Quentin Williams, dude. Holy cow, dude. This team can't stop anybody.
They can't rush from. They can't get any interior pressure. Dak looked. He looked so mortal in this game. He looked mortal.
They got Quentin Williams, but you had Micah. So I don't. Quentin Williams is older.
Is Kyle Murray going to be a Arizona Cardinal next year?
No.
I'm starting to believe it too.
I don't think so. Marvin Harrison Jr. is playing better.
Jacoby Brissett's playing better. He had 3 touchdowns this game.
Well, I don't say better. I just think he just does what he's told. And that's the problem with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, great, he can run around, but the problem with Kyler Murray, he's the reason. Lane Kiffin, offensive coordinator for the Commanders now. What's his name again? Cliff Kingsbury. He's the reason he got fired.
Yeah, because he keeps trying to do all these super athletic off-platform highlight reel throws, and doesn't work. It just doesn't work in the NFL. It just does not work.
And you remember, and here's the thing too, and management doesn't like this either. Remember after they lost the Chargers, or after they lost the Chargers, Kyler Murray went up and says well, schematically we were effed, basically taking a shot at the head coach. I don't think organizations like that. Well,
even if they have to write in your contract that you have to have dedicated study time because you keep playing Call of Duty. I'm sorry, bro. This is a joke. You can't. Come on, bro. Like Kyler Murray, Kyler Murray was great in high school. He was great in college. He was drafted to be a 2-sport athlete. Like he was drafted first round in MLB.
I just don't think. I just don't. Look, some players are just not. They just don't get rings.
You know, it's tough to say this, but I think Kyler Murray probably would have made more money if he played baseball. I think he would have been an amazing shortstop.
Maybe, but again, dude,
he probably would have played Call of Duty and been fine with this. He does like NFL QB is way more difficult than like a high priced MLB player, even though they deserve it.
We'll see what happens when he gets back. Because I mean, look, Jacoby Brissett, he's a pocket passer. Kyler Murray, he's more dimensional, but. Are they playing? Is he playing any better than Brissett when he was in?
No, I would say Brissett's obviously playing way better than him. And I can tell that the defense feels relieved whenever Brissett's playing because he can actually move the ball down the field a little bit and doesn't give him short fields like Kyler Murray does. Yeah. Kyler Murray's always giving him short fields.
And Dallas has no defense. Dallas got no defense at all.
Yes.
I don't know if Quinn Williams can make much of a difference, dude, because DaRon Bland is bad.
He just goes for the turnovers, dude. He doesn't.
He does. He doesn't cover.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison just had his way against DaRon Bland. Like he had a 96 yards of a touchdown.
You see that one?
Yeah.
You see that one touchdown? He cooked him.
Dude, he fried him the whole game. DaRon Bland is not even in the same world as Marvin Harrison Jr. in terms of athletic profile.
Not at all. And like, everybody kept hyping up the Cowboys. I kept saying, dude, why? Because they got CD and I mean. Look, they got Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson. That was funny because he was like, last night he was like, we got a player. I'm not telling you who it is, but the first news that broke was Logan Wilson, not Quentin Williams. So I was like, Logan Wilson? Mm-hmm. Really? And then Williams dropped like, oh, all right. I mean, he's a good player, but what does that do? He had Kenny Clark who's supposed to stop the run, and you couldn't stop the run at all last night.
I find it very interesting that they traded a first-round pick for Quentin Williams.
Right? I mean, I thought at least a second. I mean,
how
old is he?
I mean, when you could have had a younger edge rusher that wanted to play for Dallas for the rest of his career.
Well, yeah, they didn't even need to sign yet. I mean, he had like what, 2 years left on his contract?
Like,
a year left? I mean,
Jerry. Between Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams, Micah probably wouldn't have made as much money as both those two combined. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams are gonna. It's either they're gonna end up being one of the best rush defenses in the league over the second half of the season with those two, or it's gonna be a flame out.
I don't doubt it.
I
doubt it this late. I mean, they're 3-5-1.
Yeah, I think it's too little, too late for the Cowboys. If they would have made this move earlier, they probably should have made it earlier instead of the trade deadline. I mean, good for them that they made the move, but I really don't understand.
They had Micah already, so
don't understand economics with it.
Yeah, they had Micah already though, so like he was younger, and you didn't even need to sign him yet. He had a year left, and you could have franchise tagged him. I mean, dude.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's not like Kenny Clark. Again, it's not like Kenny Clark's a bad player. It's just like their rush defense is horrible. Their run defense is horrible. Like Tim McCarthy.
But Tim McCarthy. I mean, like they're not saying they ran the ball great, but I mean.
Jacoby, I think this game was more about Jacoby just absolutely being the point guard for this team. Like he's playing well, dude. Like, and Cardinals can actually move the ball with him instead of Kyler. Kyler kind of just scrambles around and doesn't know where players are. That's what it felt. It felt like Jacoby knows exactly where to go with the ball, and Kyler Murray just doesn't.
Well, he's good. Well, he's always been pretty solid quarterback. I mean, he was a starter briefly for the Colts.
Where does Kyler end up?
Jets.
I think he's a Raider.
I can see him being a Raider.
I feel like it's a match made in heaven.
You think the Browns would take a swing?
I don't think the Browns are doing much anything outside of drafting a guy.
Well, who needs a quarterback? The Saints. No, I don't think Kellen Moore wants him.
I don't think the Cardinals feel like a team that will never trade in conference. I feel like Cardinals trade out of conference.
I don't know who would get him in conference. I think the quarterback.
Who wants him? I don't know if
that's
I want that.
Like, I don't know who would want him.
He just has a massive attitude problem, dude. He really does. It's like you're getting paid all this money by an organization that your backup's playing better than you at. This should be a really big wake up call for Kyler Murray. Like, dude, even if you're healthy, like we're winning without you.
Your backup's doing better.
Yeah,
I mean, or not even better. Just he's playing he's not lighting up the world, but I mean he's still winning games for him.
He's facilitating. That's exactly what he needs to do.
That's probably defensive coordinator head coaches. They don't know how to facilitate the ball pretty well because they're not offensive coordinators.
Well, and you're seeing it with these so-called bad quarterbacks. Now all of a sudden they're looking great because they're not trying to force the ball and be the superhero kind of quarterback. It's
because they have to be.
Yeah, it's Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones. Like I mean, Daniel Jones had a bad game. I think he reverted back to the old Daniel Jones, but he's still this whole season he's been facilitating. He has never been trying to push the ball into places he can't get it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have that guy, you just can't do it. That's like if you have Matthew Stafford and it's like he can do the no look pass across the middle of the field, then yeah, that's fine. You have Josh Allen or Mahomes or Drake May this year, Herbert. If you have those guys, you can do that.
Well,
but when you don't, it's just don't try it. I really
also I think we're losing the era of small quarterbacks. I think the era is going away.
I think, ironically, I think the NFL is kind of moving back to pocket passing. And if you have a guy that can run, all power to you. And if you don't, no worries. Because the
league wants those. Obviously Lamar Jackson's a freak athlete, and Josh Allen.
Lamar Jackson's a good pocket passer too.
He's a dart thrower. He can put the ball where it needs to be. But he's like Mike Vick, where he just knows how to
rare athletic ability.
Yeah. Well, Lamar can just run people. Justin Herbert is a different kind of runner. He runs linearly, and he just runs you over.
I can't help but feel like the league is starting to course correct back to pocket passing again. It's just
they want those Rodgers quarterbacks, the guys that can run if they need to, but he can put the ball where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray was supposed to be that, but I think he's just too small. He has to get out of pocket.
Kyler Murray was kind of the let's get rushing quarterback instead of let's get good pocket passer. You kind of leaned too far that way instead of this way.
Well, let's run that Russell Wilson craze too. Remember Russell Wilson when he was balling out?
Well, yeah, how about that? Yeah, I think biggest takeaways from this week is that I think now we're starting to see who the really good teams are. Oh, we're starting to see the really good teams are and kind of the middling teams are.
But also that some of the good teams are vulnerable, like the Colts.
And some of the quote-unquote middling teams are still really great at home. Like the Steelers. Yeah. Hard to say Packers are a middling team. I think Lions did well at home, but they just lost. I mean, it's a division rival. They you kind of have to throw those up in the air. Whenever it's a division rival.
The Cowboys are still bad.
Cowboys spending a lot of picks on players that aren't going to help them this season. Again, it's just, guys, what are we doing?
Did they do what was it, Jonathan Mingo last year? Yeah. Where is he at?
I don't know. I think might still be on Dallas. I'm not sure. All right, who's cooked? Let's go over who's cooked and who's.
Miami for sure. Yeah,
I think the record goes Miami. Bengals are fried. Bengals aren't even cooked. They're just fried at this point. Their defense is horrible.
Texans are on fried alert, I guess.
Yeah, Texans are fried. Yeah, well, no Strouds.
Giants are probably done.
Giants fried. I think Falcons are done too. That loss
Raiders,
done them in.
Chargers, I don't know yet. We'll see. I mean, that was a big loss. Losing all was a big one.
Titans and Saints were fried for weeks.
Yeah, they've been overcooked, as they said. Miami Commanders are cooked, and Cowboys are. I think they're probably going to be cooked. They're not cooked yet, but they're going to be.
Okay, who can make a run? Who's one of the under 500 teams that can make a run? I think Ravens, Cardinals are squarely in that position.
You think the Cardinals?
I think so.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, but they're first off, the division's real. The West is really good. Second off,
never mind. Yeah. Let's see. They
got a long way to work.
They still have the Falcons and Bengals on their record. They have they're at Texans, Jaguars, so they could get 4 wins. I think that's 4 wins.
Yeah.
And we'll have to see. They still have a Seattle game. They still have a Niners game. They still have the Bucks. They still have both Rams games. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem. Is they've been in every single one of these games. So if the Cardinals can just have a few lucky bounces go their way, they might be a surprising near 500 team instead of where they're at right now. I think
I would put the Jags as cooked alert. I mean, are they impressive, really?
I don't know. wouldn't happen to agree with that, especially after just barely beating the Raiders like they did.
Yeah, I mean, if Pete Carroll would stop throwing it at the goal line.
Okay, who's the scary? Who's the teams that you don't want to play? I'd say the teams you don't want to play right now easily has to be I say Ravens are in that category because they got the superstar quarterback back. Again. I think Broncos are a team you just don't want to play right now. Panthers are a team you don't want to play right now. The Niners are kind of weirdly scary because they have all these injuries, yet they're still keep ripping off these games.
Seattle, Rams, Bills.
Steelers.
I'd still say the Chiefs. I mean, I know they had that loss, but I mean, look, it's still the Chiefs.
That was a big one. I don't think anybody in NFL wants to play the Seattle Seahawks right now. Anybody wants to play. Fire. I don't think anybody wants to play them. Same thing with Bucks. It's like I don't think anybody wants to play those two teams.
It's a weird season. It really is.
Yeah, it's very strange. And Eagles are still looming large. I mean, they're still Super Bowl champions. So
yeah, and they're on bye week this week. So
they finally figured out. Yeah, they finally figured out how to run the ball too. So let's see. It's gonna be an interesting end of the season.
They just got Aiden Phillips too. That's one of the drafting. That's one of the trades they missed.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that Myles Garrett didn't get traded, but
I'm not. The Browns. They're like, we spent a lot of money on this guy. We can't get rid of him because we're the Browns. We have to make stupid decisions.
Yep.
Did you see what Eagles offered for him? I think we talked about this last week. That was a big haul, dude. 3 first rounders and a player.
Yeah, and Breece Hall is still on the Jets. So
yeah, I hope the Chargers made a move because I'm trying to think of fake news. Well, the deadline's in what, like 15 minutes? But it's 2:45 along here. You said it's over at 4 Eastern.
Yeah, it's over at 4 Eastern, so it ends in 15 minutes. Well, I don't know. They could still be making deals, and then it doesn't get publicized until later. So, TBD on that. Anyway, folks, that's a Week 9 recap of the NFL season. We'll be back next week with our predictions. Have a good week, everybody. Folks.